What's up, guys? Lost to show you. It's been a little bit. I'm back with another one. Hey. We started this week off with a huge rain. It flooded the tent a little bit. I put the tent right at the lowest spot, and so all the water coming off of the hill came down and flooded her out. All of my stuff was getting wet. I was using the tent as storage space, and it was just not working out for the storage. And so I was thinking of what we could do for like a garage type deal. And so I started looking on Facebook Marketplace for box trailers. Found a really cool one. It was pretty cheap for how nice it was. It was 2021, and I was just really excited about getting it. So sent Jesse, in the truck, 4.5 hours away to pick it up. And we ended up actually waking up at 3:30 to do that, to get Jesse on the road, because we had to be back for 4th of July dinner with Nate and the neighbors. When Jesse got there, the trailer looked great. We were about to get it. They didn't accept PayPal or Venmo or Cash App or nothing. Only cash. I thought, that's cool, that's fine. I'll call the banks around and see if Jesse's able to withdraw money from my account and go get it. But it was 4th of July. All the banks were closed. We had no way to get any cash, and Jesse had to drive back 4.5 hours without a trailer. While that was happening, while Jesse was driving, Mr. Cole, the plant man, Barefoot Appalachia on Instagram, came with a bunch of plants and compost and stuff to make a garden. Ta-da! He had kind of a crazy morning trying to get down here with the trailer. He brought a huge trailer full of everything and took a wrong turn and had some issue.
Dude, good to fucking see you, man.
Good to see you, bro.
Hello. I got some pants this time.
Nice. And the ticks.
Oh, my scout. Man, this is sweet. I love the trail. I love what you do.
Oh, thanks, man.
No, this is bad. We got some right here.
Yeah, a little bit. Did you reverse back up that hill?
Yeah, for a mile.
Yeah, it's a long.
At least a mile, bro. I was reversing I'd go, and then all of a sudden, if I go up the hill and then I start going down, it started to pull me, so the front tires would be like, because it was gravel, it wasn't fucking road. So I'm just like, and then it like would catch momentum, and then I'm like, it's not slowing down. And then I met this guy. I was about to make another wrong turn, and he was just like, hey, there's, his name was Frank. And I was like, Tom's Run Road. He's just like, follow me. I was like, I don't know. You told me last time, and I got here fine.
Yeah.
So I didn't really know that it was a big deal.
Yeah.
And yeah, all this stuff, I got it covered up right now, but I got us some like really good cardboard to use.
Sick.
And every type of thing, like it extends from here. I mean, you know, you could get the power line if you want.
Money. Oh man, what are those?
This is the elderberry.
Elderberry.
That's gonna get big. Those grow like crazy.
Crazy. But he was able to make it out and down to the property by about 11 a.m. and we got started a little bit.
Sweet.
What? Berries.
Eat. Has a taproot that goes 12 feet down, and it brings up nutrients from the subsoil. The blueberries go like 6 inches down. This goes 12 foot, puts all the nutrients in the leaves, and then every once in a while you chop the leaves, put it around the plant, and it's just like a mineral solution for it.
Wow.
Natural one.
Amazing.
I learned that from this guy in North Carolina on YouTube, and ever since then, I've used it around all the blueberries and stuff. Works for trees as well.
Crazy. By next spring, Alaska's fucked, bro. How do you get power in Alaska? It has to be a generator.
You have to get expensive ass gas in a plane.
Yeah. And I want to do it just with solar or with wind or with water, but there's no way to do that in Alaska.
In the wintertime.
Yeah, in the winter.
Dark all the time.
And that's the only time I'm really trying to survive. You know, I'll use the generator while I'm building or whatever, and then the goal would be survive through the winter.
Yeah.
with what I built, but I have to figure it out. Didn't get much done that first day, lots of talking, but I invited him to stay the night and continue it in the morning. On that first day, we actually also didn't have a lot of time because we were going up to the neighbors up by Nate to do a 4th of July get-together dinner type thing. There was a bunch of good food. Me and Jesse brought a bunch of mac and cheese, the signature. That's all we know how to cook, but that was cool. That was real cool. The neighbors are awesome, dude. I love all of Nate's neighbors, and I love all of my neighbors down here too, bro. Everyone's so nice. As we were leaving to go up there, it started sprinkling a little bit, and during that drive up there, it started way more than sprinkling. It started coming down hard, and it's tough. I had to leave Mr. Cole here on the property. I didn't know what to expect, but it only rained for about an hour. I didn't know what was gonna happen. Yeah, we were at Nate's and I got a text from Cole. And he ended up saving the tent.
Got too wet. So all the water from that mountain and that mountain are going directly into Will's house. It's now squishy. I think I'm gonna have to dig a trench. And it's now pouring out of this trench. Moment of truth. It's not working. We've diverted the water. Got the igloo floating away. All of this was going right into the tent.
All the water was coming down off this hill, and right where we're driving formed like a riverbed, and there was a river going into the tent. What are you looking for, Buck? But look at this. He dug a trench, diverting the water into the river. And not too much stuff ended up getting super soaked. We got back from dinner around 7. And it had stopped raining. The river was, or the creek was flowing a little bit. But thank goodness it did stop raining. And it was only like an hour of rain. We chopped it up a little bit, then hit the sack, and then got to it the next day.
Hello. Oh, it's going great. How you doing?
Good. You guys getting things ready to sell out up there? Or?
Yeah, just they're going through, just waiting on the closing date.
Oh.
They already said.
So you guys bought it?
It's yeah, Nate up the road. Up that soil. Got to find your soil level. Make sure it's nice and loose underneath. Take that bad boy. These are pretty shallowly rooted. So the reason for loosening up the soil underneath is just so it drains a little bit better, but you don't want to do too much or else it'll like eventually sink. So I kind of like pack it in, but it still doesn't have a bunch of clay and stuff.
During that second day, I helped a little bit near the end of the day, but it was mainly Cole. I started the day off by dealing with the tent and all the stuff and all that. My lights are on. Jesse's cooking breakfast right now while I make this video. But funny enough, the neighbor John, when we went to the 4th of July dinner, he had a box trailer that he was willing to sell for 1/5 of the price that we were looking at. Other ones were going for like $2,500, and I was like, so how much you looking for? He's like, 500. I was like, bro, how about 800? And then we settled on 650. We kind of did the whole negotiating thing backwards, but picked up. Okay, wait. Well, first I started by just clearing everything out of the tent. My lights are still on. Got everything out of the tent at about 10. I went up to John's and picked up the trailer. Let's go. Actually, that morning, Jesse went into town to the ATM and picked up the cash for that. Yeah, went up to John's and picked that up. Came back. Got everything organized in the trailer a little bit. This is what she's looking like right now. We got 6 totes and some tools stuff, and yes, I'm gonna be organizing it good, getting some shelves and tool holders and stuff like that, making it a nice garage, because it stays dry in there. That's the one thing I was making sure of, is that it just stays dry through a heavy rain. And we got a good test because it rained one day before I checked it out. But yeah, so it stays dry. Hopefully the river doesn't flood above there, but we'll see. How did we build that big enough just for wheelbarrow? There you go. Go, man, charcoal. I specifically didn't trim it so that this wouldn't go through the fence here. Oh yeah, got some more Russian comfrey. Break up the roots right next to the plant, put it in the clay, and then we're gonna put some cardboard around that. This is how you know that your soil is healthy. You get yourself a big old worm like that.
This is how you know you got enough compost, you got enough soil. So when you get a big 8-inch long worm, there might be more.
No, that's a long one. Goddamn.
10-inch long worm. Yeehaw. That's a tape measure. Oh, he's pooping. He's trying to poop on me. Wow, he's gonna be happy. I'm gonna put him with one that we already did stuff with. Oh, can you get a picture of this? I feel like I want to like put this on my story. Go and get you some compost. We're gonna give Wormy some compost. Only ugly work we do is mudding, swamping, and spinning tires. Thank you for saving my home, Mr. Cole. Yeah. All right, guys, we're going up the hill. Gonna be a good time. Run.
Feels like
Not a great time. You guys, you got to get some momentum going, and you got to. Look out for the slippery parts.
Don't put that in there. But actually, dude. Huh? Yes, sir.
This is the garden. Look how beautiful she looks. This probably isn't the best spot for a garden. It has kind of low light levels, and it's right here next to the creek bed. But I chose this spot because it's gonna be right next to where I'm building. It will make it so that I actually water it. Deer will be less likely to try to get in there and munch if I'm living right next to it. If the garden was way down by the meth house, then deer could munch it and I'd have no idea, and they'd feel way more comfortable trying to eat my plants. Quick side note, another reason I built back here, way back here in this specific spot, is because this is where the creek widens. The creek bed is all the way from here all the way to over there, and the main creek just runs right there. This is the best spot for flooding. It won't flood here first. It might flood here, but it'll be the last spot to flood because of how wide the creek bed is right here. Don't get a lot of sun, but we do get 4 to 6 hours of sunlight a day right now, and have plans to take down this tree and this tree, which will make for a few more hours of sunlight. I've already got the okay from Nate, and gonna take those down when Nate owns the property. In the garden, we got blueberries, whatever that is. Trent berries. We have lots of Trent berries, and I'm not exactly sure what they are. Cole was telling me, but I forget. They're kind of like a mix between a couple berries. We got more blueberries. You know, I think those are blueberries. You know, I'm not sure. Blackberries, blueberries, Trent berries, blueberries, Trent berries, blueberries, blackberries, Trent berries. And we got these comfrey plants next to them. This helps with, I don't know. We laid a bunch of compost in and mixed it in with the dirt and got a ton of mulch over here covering the whole thing. And it's a garden set up very good. We've got cardboard laid down so grass isn't growing up. And yeah, man, it's so nice inviting a professional at what they do to come help me, because I learned so much. It seems like I'm not learning. I can't even tell you what the comfrey's for or any of that fun stuff, but I did learn a ton. Is this blurry? And so yeah, that was awesome. And getting it set up right, getting it set up correctly, wha-bam, is beautiful. I did pay for all the plants and all the materials and for the labor, and just wanted to make sure I get a garden done right so I know what to do when I'm by myself wherever I go next. It is a little not smart doing the garden like right next to the creek bed and not in the best sunlight, but this isn't my forever spot. I just want to learn how to take care of the plants. The main thing is I want to see if I can preserve some of this stuff, whether that be through canning or dehydrating them. I just want some practice growing fruits and stuff like that. If I have the time, I will start a vegetable garden over in more sunlight near the house, but this is what I got going for now. And it looks sweet, dude. I love it. It looks amazing. It's not the smartest for survival, but it looks awesome. And this stuff's gonna grow. You can see now it's almost noon. The garden's almost in full sunlight. Give it about 20 minutes and it'll be fully submerged in the light. But there's the sun up there. Holy shit. It travels like this. Woo! And we should get about 6 more hours of sunlight today. Once that hits and once we take these down, woo, it is gonna help so much. What the fuck? Good boys. Good boys. Good boys. So even though we got all the stuff moved into the box trailer, oh, and the other reason we got this is so that we can leave with the dogs and lock up our stuff, which is very good. But even though I moved all the stuff in here, I was still sleeping in the tent because I didn't know where to put my bed. But it rained again. And even though we had that trench dug, water was going into the tent again, and I still had my my cot in there, still some, I think the power bank might have still been in there, and water was coming in, so I had to dig that trench out a little bit more. That was my only pair of shoes. Pretty smart.
I think this umbrella might be broken.
That's awesome. Yo, water wheel right there. Guys, check it out. That is a river. That's nothing to play with. It's it's getting pretty close to stuff. You know what I mean? What the fuck? I could make a boat and float down this thing all the way to the river. What does the river look like right now? So that happened near the end of the day, and I still slept in the tent. It's not fun sleeping in the tent when it's all a big puddle. I had to like... Okay. See this high spot right here? That's where I took my pants off and my shoes off and then walked through all the water in my socks to the bed, sat on my bed, got my wet socks off, got in. It was rough. And dude, flip. Had to, yo. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm just showing something. That's all I'm doing. Just showing what's going on. I'm just showing what's going on. I'm not doing anything, saying anything, or inferring anything. But yeah, so the next morning we took the tent down. No more tent. Got it all packed up. I actually ripped it a little bit and it's Nate, so I'm gonna have to buy him another one of those. Yeah, I've been sleeping outside, just right there, next to the power bank, so I could charge stuff. And gotta do something else before it starts raining again. Because also the dogs are sleeping in the truck bed. And so I can't really sleep in the truck bed. Nate and all the neighbors came down on Saturday on the bikes and to check out the spot. Showed them what we got going on. It was pretty cool. We did a little bit of exploring as well.
I should probably know.
Also ended up hooking us up with some canned goods and some jam. Very, very cool stuff. We got a jar of pork. That we've been putting in the mac and cheese. Thank you guys so much. I will try to make Trent berry jam or something. On Sunday, we started working on this little platform up on the hill where we're gonna keep all our animals. But I will save that for the next one. Gotta give a little shout out to Cole, bro, Barefoot Appalachia. I don't have to. I paid him for the materials and the labor, but truly, I think he's a great dude who's doing great things. His main thing, bro, is he really knows how to buy land. He knows what to look for and like way too much stuff. He knows way too much stuff about the optimal property to buy, all types of things. He goes through everything. And he actually has a course that he sells that teaches everybody what to look for when buying land and what he looks for when buying land. And it's not for everybody, but if you are looking to buy land or interested in looking for land, or you're like about to buy land right now, I would buy the course because I think it's like $100 something. I'm definitely gonna be buying it or just talking to bro whenever I'm buying land. And it's a small amount of money if you're about to invest lots of money into a piece of property. So if you're interested, check that out. I've got it in the description of this video. And he's got an Instagram page. He does jobs for people landscaping and planting stuff, and you should check him out. The Discord we got going is amazing. It's going great. I appreciate all you guys so much, bro. All the mods, dude, you guys are amazing. Members, you guys are amazing. Just the viewers, you get that aren't members. Some of you guys are more OG than the members. I appreciate you guys a ton. The Discord's free to the public, so everybody's in there just having a good time playing games and stuff like that. I've got the link to that in the description of this YouTube video. So go check that out if you're interested. In the next video, I want to do something like a Q&A. I've been here for a little bit over a month now, I think. And I'm sure you guys have got some questions maybe about my plans or all that. I just don't want to talk about my plans and all that in just a normal video. I'll just try to get stuff done in these videos, but would love to talk to you guys about like what you guys are thinking and what I'm thinking. And so yeah, drop questions and I'll be doing a Q&A video. I have a question for you guys, dude. Oh my gosh. But let's go. Man, so I'm honestly struggling with the dogs a little bit. Struggling with the dogs a little bit, bro. It's not the ideal property for the dogs. Unless I can make it happen. I think I can make it an amazing spot for the dogs. I just have to train them correctly. But it's difficult going from spot to spot where there's different things they're allowed to do. Like I had them trained great for out in New Mexico on the 100 acres. Also, good boy, let's go. So I've got them trained. So that they will go chase things. They have been allowed their whole lives to go chase after noises like deer and anything they want, really, because we didn't have neighbors too close by. I made sure they weren't going all the way to neighbors' spots, but they were pretty much allowed to roam and do their own thing. Their recall is very, very good when they're out of eyesight. I can get my voice to travel pretty far, and they're always very good with recall. They don't seem to come when they're in view or like within 50 yards because they just have never been trained to have to come all the way to us. I got to get them to do that on this small property. Because we got just 3.5 acres and there's neighbors everywhere, and they're allowed to shoot them if they go on their property. And that's something that I absolutely want to avoid. So I've been having to like not let them chase after things, but I gotta stop it early. So I'm stopping it once they start barking and start running. As opposed to them being able to bark, just not chase after things. But I also want them to chase after things, but stop at the property line. Like if I'm chilling over there by the house and they hear deer over here eating our berries, I totally want them to start barking and run over here. I just have to teach them not to chase the deer. Keep chasing the deer. Woo, forever. Because that could get bad. And is that something that I just have to take a lot of time right now, training them to do? That's probably ideal. I have to train them to do exactly what I want from them, because the other options are leaving them in a fenced-in area or on leashes when I'm busy and can't keep my eye on them 100%, which is something I absolutely don't want to do. I have the tracking collars on well, just one of them at a time. They usually don't run off by themselves, but sometimes they do. But I have to charge one while I'm using one, so I am gonna be investing in 2 more collars so that I can charge 2 and run 2 at the same time. And I've got the fence set up so that I get notified when they exit the fence. They are sleeping in the truck bed at night right now because they do a lot of running off at night when they're not enclosed in an area. They hear lots of sounds at night and go for it. And it's just something that I can't really have. I get so scared every time they start barking and running because I'm like, bro, that could just be a neighbor. If they go and attack somebody that's on a quad right here on the road, then they could get shot right there. And so I'm just like pretty paranoid and try to keep them next to me all the time. But I know that's not the best life for them. My main goal is to make sure they're just living happy, healthy lives. I also don't want them to get shot. So I just, I don't really know exactly what to do about that. If there's some homies that know, I should probably talk to Nate also. This is a good question for Nate. Yo, Nate. No, I'll go talk to him today. I'm picking up my shorts of these guys, and the final pair of, the final, not sample, prototype pairs coming very soon too. Just a little update on the pants for you. Yeah, guys, I need help with the dogs. I've been thinking of like walking the perimeter of the property with them over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. But I just don't even know if that actually stops Pyrenees from crossing the imaginary fence line. Like, even if they know they're not supposed to, does their instincts override that? And do they just go regardless if there's something that they think is a threat? Is that going to take just as long as me figuring out how to fence in the whole entire property? That would also be very expensive and isn't something that I would ask Nate to pay for. I would just have to pay for that. I'm just a little bit unsure. I've been doing a good job of keeping them safe up to this point, but I'm struggling a little bit and would really appreciate your guys' advice. There's okay, wait, first I'm gonna just say it right here. I really appreciate if you guys would like and subscribe. Dude, it's what keeps it all going, dude. I just want to live the happiest, healthiest life I can, and the healthiest life for the dogs. And the like and subscribe helps a ton. And really appreciate you guys for watching. Hooper sent down this. Wait, what was it again? Energy ball, bam! There we go. Everybody just heard that in the hauler. I hope you guys felt that. I hope you guys use it to go get something done. And I'm going to use the energy that I got left to go get something done also. And then we're all going to be grinding and making stuff happen. Pretty cool stuff right there. Whew. Man. I'm ending it there, bro. I hope you guys all have a beautiful day and a beautiful week. And I'll see you guys next time. Willie out. Hey, I made the glizzy flip, wrap the string around the hook, wait for a tug and reel it in. Hey, I reel it in, looking out for bears, cause Willie eat the same food as him. I should probably buy what's stole, but I can't find one on Craigslist and they expensive at the store. I'm in my bag looking for the silky and the axe. I'm in the river flipping rocks and stones. I'm looking for crawdads.